Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Minimalist Gourmet, where today I'll be teaching you how to make lasagna. I'll be showing you a cool little trick that I've learned along the way so you can prepare this even if you don't have an oven. That's right, no oven, no problem. Let's get started. We're going to begin by heating a pan over medium-low heat and adding just a little bit of oil so we can saute up about a half a large onion here diced. You can use white or yellow, they both work equally well. We're going to cook this onion here for about 3 to 4 minutes on this low heat setting until it just gets a little bit lighter in color and softens up a bit. Season it with a dash of salt here before adding in our 3 to 4 cloves of minced garlic. And keep in mind guys, I'm going to be showing you a basic recipe here and I highly encourage you guys to customize this to your own tastes. Throw in some fennel seeds, some dried herbs, some Parmesan cheese. Make this your own. Clear out your onions and garlic to the outside and add 1 pound package of ground beef to the pot, allowing it to brown completely on the first side before giving it a flip. Use your spatula to toss everything over and begin breaking down your ground beef. Or use a mixture of ground beef, chorizo, Italian sausage, whatever sounds good to you. Remember, this is a basic recipe, so customize it to your tastes. Season your meat with some salt, black pepper, ground herbs, and keep mixing everything while cooking until completely cooked through. Go ahead and start cooking your pasta according to your package directions. I'm using gluten-free pasta and I have a small pot here, so I'm going to make them in 2 different batches so they don't really stick together. And don't forget to season your pasta water with salt. Once your meat mixture is completely done cooking, we are going to add in our red sauce. Yes, today I will be using some canned red sauce. However, if you have the time, energy, and ability, of course, I highly recommend you make this from scratch. If not, the canned or jarred sauce will work really well. I'll leave a link in the description for my fire roasted red bell pepper and pork ragu sauce. It is excellent and would work great in this recipe. And we're on to assembly. In a heat-safe dish, let's begin assembling our layers. The first layer we're going to put down is a healthy dose, or about 1/4 of our entire meat mixture. Spread this out evenly and thinly across the entire bottom surface of your vessel. And on this layer, we're going to put our first layer of pasta. Again, I'm using gluten-free pasta, so it doesn't hold up the greatest. Yours will probably do a little bit better. On top of this layer of pasta, we're going to put our first layer of ricotta cheese. Spoon the ricotta evenly over the surface, and then use the spoon to flatten it out so you have a nice even layer over the entire surface. Then on top of this, we're going to repeat with another layer of our meat sauce, spread it out thin, some more pasta sheets, and then another layer of ricotta on top of this. Repeat this assembly process until you've used all your ingredients. However, you want to make sure that the final ingredient is a layer of sauce on the top. This will help prevent your pasta sheets on top from drying out during the final cooking process and give us a base to put our cheese. Today I'm going to be using a mixture of cheddar and mozzarella. However, you can add your favorite style of cheese, and might I add that some Parmesan goes great on top of this lasagna. Once your surface is fully covered with cheese, all you have left to do now is top and cook. Now, if you guys have an oven, all you need to do is put this in at about 350 to 375 for about 30 to 45 minutes. However, if you're like me and don't have an oven, well, let's take a look. I'll be using a double boiler to cook my lasagna, which is simply a pot full of water that's boiling on the bottom and you place your lasagna above it. That's right, this will help melt all the cheese without scorching it. Because if you put this directly on the range, well, it's going to scorch the bottom well before the cheese is melted on top. If you want to get a little more fancy than this, well, you can add a rack above your pot of boiling water, place the lasagna on top, and then turn a large pot over the top of this. This will help trap in a lot of the extra steam vapor and cook your lasagna even faster. This will take about the same time as it will in the oven, 30 to 45 minutes, but just keep an eye on it. Once that cheese is nice and gooey in the top, then you know you're ready. After cooking completely, let your lasagna rest for a few minutes before cutting into it so that everything is nice and set. And this really goes to show you where there's a will, there's a way. When you're cooking, be creative because there's nothing that should hold you back from enjoying your favorite recipes. And guys, it really is that simple to make this delicious dish at home tonight. I hope my video has inspired you to think a little bit outside of the box and maybe expand on some of your culinary techniques and options. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time today, and I hope to see you again here real soon on another episode of Minimalist Gourmet.